silence their phones, refrain from taking videos or flash photography, and no food or drink within the residence. This performance is recommended for ages 13 and up.
There will be a short intermission where you can get food and ice water. Wink, wink.
And please enjoy the wedding.
Oh, is there going to be a wedding?
I hate theater. Well, it's so disappointing, isn't it? You know what I do when I sit in a darkened theater, waiting for the show to begin? I pray. Oh, dear God, please let it be a good show. And let it be short. Oh, Lord in heaven, please. 2 hours is fine. 3 hours is too much. And keep the actors out of the audience. God, I didn't pay good money to have the fourth wall come crashing down around my ears. I just want a story, and a few good songs that will take me away. I just want to be entertained. I mean, isn't that the point? Amen. You know, there was a time where people sat in darkened theaters and they thought to themselves, what have George and Ira Gershwin got for us tonight? Or can Cole Porter pull it off again? Can you imagine? Now it's, oh, Elton John, must we continue the charade? It used to be, sitting there in the dark, you knew that when the show began, you would be taken to another world, a world of color and music and glamour, and you thought to yourself, my God, when are they going to bring up the lights? Oh, how things have changed. Hello.
Hi.
How are we today?
Good.
That's great. I'm feeling a little blue myself. You know, a little anxious for no particular reason. A little sad that I should be feeling anxious at this age. You know, a little subconscious anxiety resulting in a non-specific sadness, a state that I call blue. Anyways, whenever I'm feeling this way, blue, I like to listen to my music. So I was going through my records this morning. Yes, records. And I was going to put on the original soundtrack recording of Meredith Willson's The Music Man. I had a craving for young Ronnie Howard. But then I thought to myself, no. Let us have ourselves a treat. Let's travel back into the decadent world of the 1920s when champagne flowed and the caviar chilled and all of life was a party for the wealthy anyway. So I dug around and what did I find but one of my favorite musicals, Gable and Stein's The Drowsy Chaperone. Remember? Music by Julie Gable, lyrics by Cindy Stein. It's the full 2-record set, remastered from the original recording in 1928. It's the full show with the original cast, including Beatrice Stockwell as a chaperone. Isn't she elegant? And this is a full 15 years before she became Dame Beatrice Stockwell. Can you imagine? Let me read to you what it says on the back. It says, mix-ups, mayhem, and a gay wedding. Of course, the phrase gay wedding has a different meaning now, but back then it just meant fun. And that's what this show is. It's fun. So, would you indulge me? Would you let me play the record for you?
Yes.
I was hoping you'd say yes. Hear that sound? I love that sound. To me, it's like a time machine starting up. All right, now, let's visualize. It's November 1928. You've just arrived at the doors of the Morosco Theater in New York. It's very cold outside. Remember when it used to be cold in November? Not anymore. November's a new office now. It's global warming. We're all doomed. Anyways, it's very cold outside. There's a heavy gray sleet coming, but you don't care because you are going to see a Broadway show. Listen. Isn't it wonderful? It helps if you close your eyes. Overtures. Overtures are so out of style now, I miss them. It's the show's way of greeting you. Hello, welcome. Now meal will be served shortly, but in the meantime, would you like an appetizer? It's what the show is. It's a musical appetizer. A cooking platter of tunes, if you will. Something new. Kind of like a dance tune. Rollicking. Maybe involving pirates. Don't worry, there are no pirates. Right, this is it. This is the moment where the music starts to build, and you know that you are only seconds away from being transported. The curtain is going up, I can't wait.
Mrs. Tottendale.
Oh, I do love this dress so it just never goes out of style.
It's a miracle, madam.
My dress, my fancy dress. I don't know why I'm wearing it, I must confess. My dress, I love my dress. Could someone tell me why I put it on?
Yes, your dress, your fancy dress. 'Twas such a pleasure airing it, restitching and repairing it. God bless your dress, it's one fine dress, and I will tell you why you put it on. Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime. Madam, you're a hostess and it's happy wedding time. Wedding bells will ding, wedding bells will ding, wedding bells will ding-a-ling and we will ding along. Your dress, your fancy dress. We're very, very glad you put it on. Wedding guests have come.
Wedding guests are here.
Wedding guests are at the door and soon they will appear. I'm Robert, the bridegroom. I'm to Mary Jane. That's all the Feldzieg's smiling soon I love a lot. I'm George, that's George, the best man George. I'm honored to be doing what a best man ought. Mrs. Tottendale, now don't worry, I've got this whole wedding planned out. The key is organization. See? Each stream represents a task yet to be completed. Pay the musician, book the florist, and book the minister. This whole wedding is going to run like clock.
Is there going to be a wedding?
Feldzieg, producer, I lost my leading lady. I gotta stop this wedding or I'm worse one.
I'm Katie, just Katie. I came with Mr. Feldzieg. I'll be a lead lady if I get my shot.
Pastry chefs!
Pastry chef.
We cross the pond for pastry chefs, no bakery.
A bakery
It's what we got!
A
is what we now call a lesbian. And of course, my favorite character, the Drowsy Chaperone. What more could you need for an evening's entertainment?
Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime, wedding bells will celebrate a happy wedding time. Wedding bells will ding, wedding bells will dawn, wedding bells will ding and we will ding along.
Wasn't it wonderful? And we will ding along. I don't even know what that means. Alright, I'm going to lead you through this record as best as I can. Don't worry, it won't be hard to follow. We begin with a welcome from the love-struck groom.
Well, I would just like to thank everybody for coming. Why, I must be some lucky fellow. Why, who would have thought that I, Robert Martin, would be marrying a glamorous showgirl, and that glamorous showgirl would be willing to give up a successful career for me, Robert Martin. Now, if it weren't for Prohibition, I'd say, let's raise a glass.
Here, here.
To Miss Janet Vandegraff, the most beautiful girl in the world.
Absolutely not!
Excuse me.
The groom mustn't see his bride on the day of the wedding. It's bad luck.
I hope you heard that because that's the plot. Basically. Hang on for the ride.
Breakfast will be served in the Arabian room. Say, it's a little early in the day to be drinking, isn't it?
I don't understand the question.
Look, you keep Janet away from Robert, understand? You're the chaperone, and that's your only job.
I am mon capitaine.
Oh, Robert, who's my funny bunny?
I am on your funny bunny.
So the bride and groom are whisked away, and we focus our attention to the B-plot, which involves the producer.
Miss Feldzieg?
Getting married and leaving the show business.
Mr.
Doesn't
Feldzieg.
she know I got obligations?
Mr. Feldzieg! You don't need Janet no more. You've got me. It's like you always say, I'm useless in the chorus.
Kitty, for the last time, you ain't got what it takes.
But I've been taking lessons. Singing, acting, ballet.
Ballet.
Yeah, and I'm real good too. Just last week I auditioned for Swanee Lake.
A little annotation here. Kitty and Feldzieg were a couple in real life. Jack and Sadie Adler. Now, this is a familiar comic construct. A stupid woman and her long-suffering companion. Well, she appears stupid, but in the end she does something clever and makes everyone wonder whether it was all just an act or not. The irony here is that Sadie actually was quite stupid. Jack had to explain all the jokes to her, apparently. Still, she had a wonderful career on the stage. And back then, this theater was the only place where stupid people could earn a decent living. This was before television, of course.
Kitty, I don't got time for this.
I paid for it, Mr. Feldzieg.
Not now.
Perhaps a nice buffet.
Boys, I'm not hungry.
Then perhaps I'll give you something else that you want.
Yeah, something that ain't food.
What?
Your confusion is to be expected. Although we stand here in the guise of innocent pastry chefs, we're also
And primarily
employees of a certain individual
A certain individual.
a certain individual.
who happens to be the largest single investor in Feldzieg's follies. He has sent us here
As pastry chefs,
to express his concerns about Miss Vandegraff's impending nuptials.
specifically,
That if she gets married and leaves the show, then there ain't no show.
say, don't I know you? No, you don't. Have you ever spent any time in Toledo?
Have you ever spent any time in a coma?
No, but I have a cousin in Seattle.
Kitty. Boys, you tell your boss this wedding is never gonna happen. You have my word.
Oh, we'll take your word, all right.
But to go back on that word would be a recipe for disaster. Now, we hope we've made ourselves perfectly eclair.
One can only hope.
You best ought to beat
A
Kitty.
trifle what?
Don't talk with me.
Alright, you can drop the pastry chef routine.
Alas, we ganache.
We're on the lam.
Lamb's an entree of macaroni.
The Gangsters were played by interchangeable vaudeville duo, the Tall brothers, John and Peter Tall. They were the early example of the typical Broadway gangster, full of wordplay and stylized movements. not very intimidating. Unless you find dancers intimidating, which I do, but for reasons not appropriate to the situation.
Leave the matter in your hands, Mr. Feldzieg. In the meantime, feel free to browse the dessert carousel.
Try the Toledo surprise.
It's to die for.
Holy cats, Mr. Feldzieg! They're gangsters!
Very perceptive. Now, go patty your face. Gotta stop this wedding, but how? Oh Lord in heaven, how? How?
I always thought that moment was a little overplayed. So with the story well on its way, let's turn to the groom's room.
Hey there, handsome. Show me those pearly whites.
The groom was played by the dashing Percy Hyman. He started out as the all-bright toothpaste man. His smile adorned every tube. Now, Albright was largely popular in the early 20s because, well, it contained cocaine. It's true. If you looked, it was the fifth ingredient down right after sugar. Anyways, it wasn't long before he became a huge matinee idol.
Now, it's perfectly normal for a groom to be nervous on his wedding day. It is? Of course!
I love Percy Hyman. Now, some people say he was a bad actor, but to those people I say, shut up.
Hey there, Mr. Man, shaking in a cradle, trembling like them fraidy cats do. Something barely bothering you. You know what you got? Cold feet. Oh, bro, you've got cold feet. You can make them cold feet hot with a little bit of young feet. Old feet can be uncontrolled. Really like those cold feet. Daddy, I cross the arches. They can work the swing. I see toes can jive. Wedding marches, playing ragtime swing, make frigid souls come along and take the dive. Cold beats, small beats, turn them into bold beats, really make those cold beats hot.
You don't say. Well, why don't you just slide back into your mud hole, you backstabbing bird? Well, now I can find another minister. Say, what are you up to?
I'm singing a song, a remedy for wedding day jitters.
You think you got jitters? You got the easy part. I'm still gonna get rice, boutonnieres, and a minister. Have the weight of the wedding on my shoulders.
George, it sounds like you've got cold feet.
What do I got?
Cold feet.
What do I got?
Cold feet.
What do I do?
Cold feet. No. You make the cold feet hot. George, you're dancing.
I am? I am!
beans hot. Make the cold beans hot. Make the cold beans hot.
Percy Hyman was a wonderful performer. I like to imagine him panting and sweating after a long dance routine. He's still alive, you know. I saw him on the news recently celebrating his 100th birthday. To say that the passing years had taken their toll on him would be a grotesque understatement. They wheeled him out, and he had that wide-eyed expression of pained confusion that God reserves for the very, very old on their birthdays. You know, the one that says, "Who are you? Who am I? Why is this cake on fire?" You know what I'm talking about. Anyway.
All right, that's enough of that dancing around like a fool.
Sorry, George, I was just trying to calm my nerves. It is my wedding day after all.
Yeah, well, tap dancing is too dangerous. You could have snapped an ankle. Say, why don't you go out for a skate instead? That's what I do when I want to blow off some steam.
George, what would I do without you?
Oh, wait! Oh, no. You're not going out like that, my friend. You might see Jay. Here, put on this blindfold.
George, you think of everything.
You know, just looking out for you, my boy. And no more tap dancing.
You got it.
Lightning bells will ring. Lightning bells will chime. Lightning bells will celebrate.
Just ignore it. It does this occasionally. It rings. We'll stop soon. What do you say? What do you want?
Hello. You've reached my answering machine. Leave a short message after the tone, and I'll call you back at my convenience.
Well, that's it. Thank you, life. God, it's like a cell phone going off in a theater. I hate that. Hello, what are you doing today? Oh, I'm at the theater, ruining the moment. How about you? Oh, I couldn't get out tonight, so I thought I'd just ruin the moment by proxy. Sorry, let's just shake that off. Let's go back in our minds to 1928. They didn't have cell phones in 1928, but I'm sure they have something for the ruinings of moments. Oh, bugles or something.
Be wedding
And we find the glamorous bride, Janet Van de Graaf, lounging by the pool entertaining questions from reporters.
Miss Van de Graaf, is it true you're giving up a successful career to marry a man you hardly know?
Yes. Robert and I met on the Lido deck of the Ile de France. He amused me with stories of his father's oil interests. We spooned, briefly, and then he proposed.
So you won't be returning to the stage ever?
I shan't.
You shan't?
I shan't.
Can we quote you on that?
Of course. Any other questions? Yes?
Why in the world would anyone give olives in a Gibson?
I got a question. How can you give up the footlights knowing very well you got grease paint in your veins?
Victor, please.
Oh, Janet, I'm begging you, dump the mug, stay with the Follies. I'll do anything. Oh, fine, I'll put your name above mine on the marquee.
Oh, Victor, if you think this is about vanity, you couldn't be more wrong. I don't want to show off no more. I don't want to sing to someone. make the gentleman hoop no more.
Hey, baby!
I don't wanna wear fruit no more. I don't wanna show off.
She don't wanna show off no more.
Not me. Page 3. Gee, I don't wanna show off.
She don't wanna show off.
I don't wanna show off.
She don't wanna show off no more. Off no more.
Not me. Whee! I don't wanna show
She don't wanna show off, don't wanna show off no more. Show off no
Please, no more attention. I'm counting to 10, and I'm through.
Farewell.
Adieu. You'll never see this. You'll never see this. Never see this. Never see that. Never see these again. I don't wanna change keys no more. I don't want to keys no more. I don't wanna say cheese no more. I don't care if you're. I don't wanna be a Jew no more. Race no more. Grab no more. Touch no more. Love no more. I don't wanna show off. 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 No more.
Did I miss something?
Well, Mr. Feldzieg, it's painfully obvious you have no desire to continue life on stage.
Can't you see that's killing us so?
Don't worry, boys. This isn't over yet.
Yeah, I'm surprised you do an encore.
I don't wanna encore no more. People shout no more. I disappear to the floor no more. I don't wanna show.
That was Jane Roberts as the bride. She was most known as the Oops Girl. Surely you remember the Oops Girl, right? Oh, come on, don't you people read? She was billed as the girl whose energy was so great that it caused the men around her to have accidents. Spill their drinks, crash their cars into trees. And she would go, oops. Well, I know I'm not doing it justice, but people really ate it up. And they made a whole series of films on her. Oops, the Oops Girl Come Home, and Oops Girl at Sea, which won an Oscar for special effects.
Okay, so begging and groveling didn't work. On to plan B. And for that, I'm gonna need an accomplice. Someone gullible with loose morals. I need a what do you call him? A European.
La 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 la.
In walks Aldolpho, self-proclaimed ladies' man. Aldolpho is played by former silent film star and world-class alcoholic Roman Bartelli. He was the one who later drank himself to death at a chateau in Nice. Remember? It'd been 5 days before they found the body, and by then it had been consumed by his poodles. Well, only partially consumed.
Excuse me, I don't believe we've met.
I am Aldolpho.
You are Aldolpho.
Yes, I am Aldolpho.
Not the Aldolpho.
Yes, I am Aldolpho.
Funny, you don't look like a scoundrel.
Yes. What?
Why, just now I overheard the groom saying that Aldolpho is a scoundrel.
Aldolpho is a scoundrel?
Just heard him say it.
Aldolpho is a scoundrel?
It's like I'm hearing it again.
This is outrageous! He is saying this to people, to beautiful ladies. Why, I must.
You must take matters into your own hands.
Yes, I must take this groom into my hands and kill him.
Yes. No. You don't need to kill him. Just hurt him enough so he can't get married.
Take me to this groom. Wait.
What?
What kind of a man is this groom? A big man?
Well,
Burly fellow?
big on the outside.
No. Aldolpho do not fight big men. Small, pale, wheezy little dwarf men Aldolpho can. But no big men.
So you're a lover, not a fighter.
Yes, Aldolpho is a lover of beautiful ladies. But some say I am the king of romance.
Well, you know what they say. The best way to get revenge on a man is through his
door.
Oh. The best way to get back at a man is through his
window.
Revenge back at a man through his
there's no other ways. I am not Santa Claus coming down chimney.
through his woman.
Through his woman.
You must seduce his bride.
Yes, Aldolpho will make love to the bride. That will show people that I am no scoundrel. Show me to this bride. And wait.
What?
What kind of a woman is this bride? A big woman?
No.
A burly woman?
No, she's the cat's pajamas.
Pajamas?
She's a looker, a real attractive woman.
Show me to this cat in pajamas. Aldolpho will make her purr. Like a cat. In pajamas.
Roman Bartelli chewing the scenery as usual. You know, you couldn't get away with a performance like that nowadays, could you? Mature contemporary audiences are too sophisticated to enjoy such broad stereotypes on stage, so we've banished them to Disney. Let the children sort it out.
Underling,
Yes, madam.
the pastry chefs have been kind enough to provide the liquor for the party, but remember, Underling, we must be discreet.
Yes, madam.
It is prohibition after all.
I'm aware of that, madam.
We could use code words. For instance, if someone asks for a glass of ice water, it means they want a glass of vodka. Have you got that?
Yes, madam.
Are you sure? We could write it down.
I understand, madam. A glass of ice water is a glass of vodka.
What's a glass of ice water?
Vodka.
Ice water?
Vodka.
Vodka. Well, you see, that's settled then. One less thing to do. Oh, Underling, would you mind having me a glass of ice water? I found the meeting with the pastry chefs rather trying, and I would really enjoy a nice, cold, refreshing glass of ice water.
Your ice water, madam.
That was pure vodka, you poop!
I hate this scene.
Well, now I really do need a glass of ice water. Ugh!
A glass of ice water, madam.
Yes?
Ice water.
Are you going deaf?
Not that I were.
You can see where this is going, can't you? It's just a series of spit takes.
Your ice water, madam.
That was pure vodka, you poop!
You know, some elements of the Drowsy Chaperone were quite progressive.
Your ice water, madam.
off your butt, you poop!
Yes, some elements were quite progressive, others were quite stale. You know, I'm just gonna skip ahead.
To find some lime juice, madam.
Lime juice? For heaven's sakes, why?
I'm going to wring out my eyebrows and make myself a gimlet.
You're probably wondering, what was that routine doing in the show? Well, it's very simple. There's a number coming up and it needs something to allow for the set change. In a musical, the story exists only to connect the longer, more engaging production numbers. It's too much
In a few hours, I'm going to be Mrs. Robert Martin. Oh, my head is spinning.
Yes, life is a mad whirlwind.
Now this is a really interesting scene. This is the only time where Jane Roberts and Beatrice Stockwell are alone together on stage. Now, Jane Roberts was an emerging star, but Beatrice Stockwell was already well established and a force to contend with.
I'm so full of apprehension, but I suppose that's normal, considering the circumstances. Have you ever been married, Chaperone?
No, I drink for pleasure, not out of necessity.
Your eyes water, madam. I'm afraid you've eaten all the olives.
Oh, have you ever been married, Underling?
Oh, heavens no, madam. If I were to be married, I prefer to be paid for my efforts.
Oh, you two. I know it seems crazy to give up a successful career to marry a man I hardly know. But somehow, for some reason, when I look into his eyes, his big funny eyes, I get all woozy. And that's love, isn't it?
Not necessarily. The wooziness could be caused by any number of things. I mean, I'm woozy right now and I'm certainly not in love.
Now, Beatrice Stockwell was known for her rousing anthems. She entertained and inspired all the troops in every major world conflict, up to and including the Falklands War. Of course, by that time, she was in her late 80s and her anthems didn't so much rouse as stupefy. Still, she demanded that a rousing anthem be included in every show she ever did, even if it wasn't appropriate. Well, you just couldn't say no to her. Now that is star power.
You're not being the least bit helpful. Couldn't you at least allay my fears with a few choice words of inspiration?
Inspiration? Really, dear, that's not my forte.
Yes, but if you...
As we stumble along on life's funny journey, as we stumble along into the we look here and we look there, seeking answers anywhere, never sure where to turn or what to do. Still we bumble our way through life's crazy labyrinth, barely knowing what to right or right from wrong. And the best that we can do is hope our bird will sing his song as we stumble along.
That was quite... That was quite nice, Chaperone, but I don't see how it pertains to my situation.
Let me explain.
That's not necessary. I suppose I was just looking for a sympathetic...
It's a dismal little world in which we we live. It can bore you till you've nothing left to give. 7 overrated wonders, 7 underwhelming seas, 6 excruciating continents. Antarctica. Oh, please.
Antarctica.
Still, you mustn't let you this planet, oh so bland. Keep your eyeball on the highball in your hand. As we stumble along across life's crowded dance floor, as we push and we shove, we live and we lose. And when we finally leave the bar and we see that morning star, we pull our bootstraps up, then homeward turn, and we stumble away through life's crowded dancing, where we know it's right from right, nor left from wrong. But as long as we can hear that little bluebird, there'll be a song as we stumble along, as we stumble, bumble, fumble, plumble, as we stumble
Don't you just love her? Basically, she sings a rousing anthem about alcoholism. That's what I love about her. She does what she wants, when she wants, regardless of the needs and concerns of others. My mother was like that.
That was very inspiring, Chaperone. But I'm so conflicted. Oh, please just tell me, is Robert the man for me?
My dear, that's something you'll have to decide for yourself.
But I just don't know if he loves me.
Why don't you just ask him? Why don't you say, Roger, do you love me?
It's Robert. And I'm not allowed to see him. In fact, it's your job to keep me away from him.
You're right, and I take the responsibility very, very seriously. However, I'm just this moment feeling terribly, terribly drowsy. I'm afraid I have to have a lie down. Now, whatever you do, don't go wandering through the garden, seeking out your fiancé to ask him the very question upon which your future happiness depends.
Oh, I just have to know if he loves me.
That skinny little fool. Still, I envy her. Oh, when will love come crashing through my door? La 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 la.
Look who it is. It's Aldolpho come to seduce the bride.
I am Aldolpho.
Try not to think of the poodles while you're listening to this part.
I am Aldolpho. And you? A bride.
No, I am not.
What? But this is the bride of Sweden. You're the only one here, so therefore you must be bride.
Interesting argument, but I'm afraid you're a moron.
What?
Me, no bride. Perhaps I could take a message.
Yes, very good. Dear Van de Graaf bride, I must make love to you and transport you to a place of ecstasy. Sooner is better. Signed, Aldolpho, King of Romance.
Well, you found me out. You saw through my little ruse. Ah, so you are the bride. Apparently, yes. Take me, Aldolpho. No, not Aldolpho. Aldolpho. You must remember my name for when we are making love and you are screaming. You must say the right name, or it will mess up everything. How can I make you remember?
I'm sure that you will know the name Aldolpho. The ladies' man who is the name Aldolpho. Well, miss, I am the same Aldolpho. To introduce myself, I am Aldolpho.
Nice to meet you. Shall we?
Not so fast. So just in case you didn't hear Aldolpho, I'll try to make it very clear Aldolpho. The lovely lady always choose Aldolpho. When I repeat myself, I am Aldolpho.
Oh, it's good.
I can sing it high. I can sing it low. Aldolpho. I can sing it very fast. Aldolpho. I can sing it very slowly. I'll do it now. It will take hours. Now, let us see if you can remember my name. I'll give it a shot. Now, who's the fellow that you see?
Aldolpho.
And how should you refer to me?
Aldolpho.
And is it always me?
Aldolpho.
Now sing it proudly.
You are Aldolpho.
Now let me spell it out for you. For all you lovely ladies in the audience who didn't hear me the first time because you are maybe hard of hearing or something. I don't know. Here it goes.
That was my mother's favorite number in the show. I think it was her secret fantasy to be swept off her feet by a Latin lover. I mean, a real Latin lover, not that buffoon. But that's what musicals are all about. Romantic fantasy, spontaneous tangling, falling in love with drop the hat, and suddenly finding yourself in an insanely romantic setting.
I'm an accident waiting to happen. La 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 la.
Brother, watch out!
Don't worry, madam. I'm getting married today, so I have to wear a blindfold.
Blindfold?
That's right. Well,
I'm Mimi. Mimi from France.
This scene couldn't be more ridiculous.
You are marrying Janet Van de Graaf, no?
oui,
I hear she's very, beautiful.
oui.
And glamorous.
Oui, oui.
Is it true that she has an exceptionally broad range and excels at playing both comedic and dramatic roles?
Say, I'm having trouble placing your accent. What part of France did you say you were from?
Oh, the middle part, where they make, the toast. So, you were telling me about your, how do I say in English, fiancé?
That's right.
So, tell me, when was the moment when you knew that she was the only one for you?
Well, it's a funny story, actually. We were standing on the Lido deck of the Ile de France,
Yes?
and I was amusing her with stories of my father's oil interests.
And then what happened?
And then I looked into her eyes, her big bunny eyes, and well, I felt all woozy.
And then you fell! And then you fell.
That's right, on my keister. I said, I guess I don't have my sea legs yet.
But we hadn't left the dog.
Well, that's what she said. That's when I knew it must be love.
And then you said?
And then I said, there was a time I could stop on a dime. Forbearance was one of my talents. But since you've been around, I can't hold my ground. I'm consistently losing my balance. I'm an accident waiting to happen. I'm a mishap about to ensue. I'm a toy on a stair, a three-legged chair, a hand that's been caught by a shoe. When my two lovesick arms started flapping, there's nothing my ankles can do. I'm an accident waiting to happen, so how will I happen to you?
And then what happened?
And then she joined in.
When men say I'm sweet and they fall at my feet, my heart doesn't beat any faster. But when you lose control, it touches my soul. So I'm bracing myself for disaster. You're an accident waiting to happen, a catastrophe destined to be.
I'm the rags in the cellar,
a broken umbrella, a branch hanging loose from a tree. I can see myself jumping and clapping for a minute dangerously. You're an accident waiting to happen, so hurry and happen to me. And then what happened?
then we kissed.
You're an accident waiting to happen. French girl on your wedding day?
Oh no, wait! What have I done?
Oh no! It seems that the fake French accent and the blindfold led to a terrible misunderstanding. Will it all work out in the end? Of course it will. It's a musical. Everything always works out in musicals. Nothing ever works out in the real world, and the only people who burst into song and dance are the hopelessly deranged.
Miss Feldzieg?
Where's that philandering foreigner?
Mr. Feldzieg.
How long does it take to seduce one bride?
Mr. Feldzieg, you don't need Janet no more. I've been developing a new act. Kitty the Incomprehensible. Now think of something.
Thinking of something, all right.
Pick up some milk. And a loaf of bread. And don't forget to shave your legs.
You're reading your own mind, you idiot.
That's why it was so easy.
Mr. Feldzieg,
It would seem that the wedding is proceeding according to schedule.
now it's time you receive your just desserts. What do you say, partner? Should we whip up something special for Mr. Feldzieg?
Yeah, how about a Toledo surprise?
An inspired choice.
We'll share the recipe with you.
First, you chop the nuts.
Then you pound the dough.
Then you bake it up nice and slow. And then you got a Toledo. Toledo surprise.
Could you give me that recipe one more time?
It's a very simple recipe, Mr. Feldzieg.
First you chop the nuts.
Then you pound the dough.
Then you bake it up nice and slow. And then you got a Toledo. Toledo surprise. Say, why don't we give him a little taste?
All right.
Hold it. What style, what rhythm, what grace. Open your fists. Now shake them. And give me that recipe one more time. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Go.
Chop the nuts, pound the dough, bake it up nice and slow. Then you got a Toledo. Toledo surprise.
Sell it.
Bit the peach, peel the skin, mush it up, throw it in. That's a tasty Toledo. Toledo surprise. First you beat it up, then you sweet it up, then you heat it up. If it tries to rise, don't let it. It's a snap. Try it, folks. Whip your whites, split your yolks, then you got a Toledo. Toledo surprise.
Boys and naturals.
Honest?
Keep it up. I'll go work on the contract.
Hey!
5, 6, 7, 8.
Mr. Feldzieg? What's going on here?
Kitty, I'm developing a new act.
Toledo surprise.
You mean you're putting gangsters in the show and you won't put me in it? They're not even in the unit!
This new act is for you, Kitty. These boys are your backup dancers.
Backup dancers! Holy cats! What that not Toledo does to my libido. Good? Yes, indeed, oh, sugary yum yum. Surprise! Squeeze the cream, squeeze the pan, flip the spoon, flip the pan. See busty tuxedo, Toledo surprise. Wait, Aldolpho, you make announcement. The wedding is up.
What? For the love of God, why?
Aldolpho has made love to the bride.
That's not the bride, you idiot. That is the chaperone.
What?
The wedding is on.
The wedding is off!
What?
Robert, kiss the French girl! Her name is Mimi! She's very beautiful.
I couldn't help it, Janet. She was just like you. Only French.
Sweet mother of pearl.
Underling, what is all this commotion about?
The wedding, madam.
Is there gonna be a wedding?
Not anymore. What a tragedy. What a wonderful, wonderful tragedy. Clear the floor, boys. I'll show you how it's done. First you beat it up, then you sweet it up. When you heat it up, if it tries to rise, don't let it. Toledo surprise.
Surprise! Wait till it's ready. Surprise! Wait till it's ready. Surprise!
Wait till it's ready.
Now it's looking ready for surprise! Makes me twitch, makes me shake. This dessert takes the cake. Hits me like a torpedo. Toledo surprise! Oh, surprise!
Toledo surprise.
Surprise! Surprise!
tune is so infectious.
Oh, Robert, this is the saddest day of my life.
Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime. They will never celebrate their happy wedding
And that is Act 1 of the Drowsy Chaperone, and it's time for intermission! Yeah. At least it would be if we were actually at the Morosco Theater watching the Drowsy Chaperone, which of course, we are not. I never liked intermissions. You know, they ruin the magic, they yank you back into reality. One moment you're lost in a glamorous world of music and romance, and then, bang! Nattering about the lack of women's restrooms, and crinkling candy wrappers, and tourists at every corner. It's cruel. Oh, this? It's a power bar. I have to eat small meals every day or I'll get jittery. I know it's rude, but you wouldn't like the alternative, believe you me. Believe you me. I remember my wedding day. I didn't have breakfast and the ceremony wasn't until 4. I do. What? Were you surprised that I was married? Well, there you go. You shouldn't go making assumptions about other people. I'm a very complicated person. I have to pee now. I promise. I'll be quick. Hang tight. Act 2 of the Drowsy Chaperone begins with this. A haunting lament from a very depressed bride. She sings it standing at her balcony, bathed in the pale moonlight of a sympathetic moon, which is ridiculous because it's in the middle of the day. Now, when you're listening to this, try to ignore the lyrics. I know it'll be difficult, but block them out. They're not the best. But the tune is beautiful. It really communicates the bride's state of mind. Just ignore the lyrics.
Make that bunny stay. And he sat on the top, but he needed to hop, have with other bunnies play. For where he left his carrot on that pedestal, beside some pellets in a cup. And I haven't got the strength to clean it up. Oh, Bonnie, 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 you broke my heart in two. But I'll always save that pedestal for you.
I'm gonna pour myself a brandy.
Come, my funny bunny. Come, my funny bunny.
The melody's so simple, it just floats in the air. And I must confess I always get a little bit misty when I think of that half-eaten carrot lying on that pedestal. Tiny trails of rapid droppings leading to who knows where.
Oh, Bonnie, 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 you broke my heart in two. But I'll always save that pedestal for you. Come, my funny bunny. Come, my funny bunny.
Here it is.
Wait!
Who are you?
I'm Janet Vandergraaf.
Do you need anybody?
I don't need anyone.
What about the love of one man?
What do I care about the love of one man when I am adored by millions? Do I need to be so gloomy? No, no.
halfway between a show tune and a Looney Tune. Bugsby Berkeley, I like to call it. And that's another thing I love about musicals. When characters are in a state of crisis, this is what I'm talking about. This is life. You manage to be happy for 5 seconds, and then something just starts ringing.
What a beautiful day for a wedding.
Shall I have the pews removed now, or would you prefer I wait until the evening?
I'm going to stop the record here now because I don't want this number ruined by another ringing telephone. Here, we have 2 vaudeville performers who have slipped past the cracks of time. Noel Fitzpatrick and Ukulele Lil. I don't know anything about them. I suppose Ukulele Lil played the ukulele, although she does not in this show. I tried to find out more about them. I went through all my books. I even searched the internet. But all my search results ended in pictures of Tiny Tim's autopsy photographs. Anyways, they're both charming.
Why would you have the pews removed?
The bride has called off the wedding, madam.
Oh, Underling, never listen to a bride on her wedding day. Love is a very complex emotion.
Yes, madam.
One moment, you can be very close to someone, and the next, well, you just want to strangle them. Do you understand?
I'm familiar with the urge to strangle, yes.
I suppose that's just the nature of love. Love makes lovers worry. Love makes lovers fret. But here's a fact on which we can depend. Just like long ago when Romeo loved Juliet, love is always lovely in the end.
Romeo and Juliet was a tragedy, madam.
Oh, I never read those reviews. Love can cause a quarrel, love can cause a din, but love has always been a trusty friend. 'Twas a happy thing for Hank VIII and Anne Boleyn. Love is always lovely in the end.
Might I remind you, madam, that Anne Boleyn lost her head.
Yes, she was in love. Love was good to Eve and Adam.
Here we go again.
To Samson and Delilah too.
Good grief, may I pose a question? Madam,
Why, yes, of course.
why does nothing I say to you ever get through?
Don't mind if I do. Woo!
Love is always lovely in the end. Oh, that was rather taxing. Miss my score.
Love sneaks up behind you, love drops from above, but love would never consciously offend. Love has certainly been kind to me in my true love. Love is always lovely in the end.
But your late husband was a brute.
I don't mean him, you silly coot. Love is always lovely.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Love is always lovely in the end. Love is always lovely in the end.
Yeah, that was charming. But to be fair, I think on some level, that number pisses me off. Now, I'm gonna go say something here. Yes, I have been drinking. But I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that love is not always lovely in the end. Often in the end, there are lawyers. I just thought that should be said for the benefit of the younger people in the audience. I'm not going to interrupt anymore. There's a moment coming up that I've just been obsessed
There you are, Chaperone! Oh, I'm in a terrible, terrible state!
You certainly are. You can't go
Oh, you poor dear. Haven't you heard? The wedding's been called off!
Oh, not your wedding. Mine. Oh, that reminds me. Might I borrow your veil?
You're getting married? But to whom?
La 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 la. Ah, beautiful lady with baffled expression.
You're marrying Aldolpho?
Oh, I know it's surprising. When I look into his eyes, his big, clumsy eyes, oh, I get all drowsy. And that's love, isn't it? Yes, my dear, that is love. Help me.
There you are. All right, I'm going to put my cards on the table here. I got a weak heart and I can't take the pressure. So please tell me, is there going to be a wedding or not?
Yes. The chaperone and Aldolpho are getting married.
What?
Oh, there you are. I have wonderful news. There's gonna be a wedding!
We know.
You know?
Yes, we just heard.
Who told you? I did! How did you know?
What difference does it make? Mrs. Tottendale and I are to be married in the garden at 7:30 this evening.
What?
What? Oh, yeah.
Say, what kind of cockamamie wedding is this? Everybody's getting married except the bride and the groom.
Congratulations to everyone.
There you are, Janet. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Hello, Mr. Martin.
Please don't be that way. Can't you find it in your heart to marry me? George has gone through all this trouble. And well, I do love you. More than I can say.
But you kissed another woman.
I know it might sound ridiculous, but when I was kissing that French woman, why, it was just like kissing you.
Oh, Robert, you were kissing me.
You mean you're Mimi? From France? My French accent was remarkably accurate.
Why, thank you. I developed it when I played Monique in Hold That Baguette.
There you are. Now, before you do anything, think about this. No matter how well you play the role of the happy wife, you'll never, ever get a standing ovation.
Oh, I'm just so conflicted. Chaperone, please, just this once, give me some advice that is both coherent and appropriate to the situation. Should I marry Robert?
All right, here it is. The moment I've been talking about. Not only the culmination of the entire plot, but a moment that has fascinated me and has brought me back to this record again and again. Listen.
Well, my advice to you is...
Here it is.
Nobody can.
Did you get that? You couldn't make out what she says because someone drops a cane. I'll play for you again.
Why you can?
Is she saying, live while you can, or leave while you can?
Why you can?
I mean, it's Beatrice Stockwell, so it could just be a cynical quip, but this is a wedding after all, and that's exactly what you're thinking when you're standing there at the altar, isn't it? Live or leave. So you choose to live because you do love her in some ways. It's not an exact science. An arrow doesn't just come out of the sky and point to the one you're supposed to be with. So one day you say to someone, you say, I love you. And you phrase it as a question, but she accepts it as fact. And the next thing you know, she's standing there in a $3,000 wedding dress with tears in her eyes, and her nephew made the huppah. So what do? You say you were joking, you were kidding? No, you can't. You live. You choose to live. And for a couple of months, you stare at the alien form in the bed beside you, and you think to yourself, who are you? Who are you? And then one day, you say it out loud. And then it's trial separation, and couples counseling, and all your conversations are about her eating disorder and your soul-off addiction. You're constantly redefining and reevaluating and revisiting until you finally lose the deposit on the whole house, and the whole relationship ends on a particularly ugly note with your only copy of Gypsy spinning through the air and smashing against the living room wall. But still, in the larger sense, in the broader sense, it's better to have lived than left. Right?
Live while you can.
You have no idea how many times I've listened to that.
Oh, Chaperone, you certainly have a way with words. Robert, my answer is yes. I will marry you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Oh, Mr. Feldzieg, seems like this wedding is a done deal.
Now you're in trouble.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh, but there is. I found a replacement. A new leading lady. Presenting Kitty the Incredible. Now, Kitty, focus and read my mind.
Kitty? Will you marry me? Holy cats, Mr. Feldzieg, yes!
Isn't she amazing?
Well, what are we waiting for? You ladies go put on your frillies. We'll all get married in one big clump.
George, I don't know how you managed to pull it off. 1, 2, 3, 4 weddings in one day? I guess you're everyone's best man now.
I am?
Yeah!
I am!
Hip hip hooray!
He's George, that's George, the best man George.
I'm honored to be doing what a best man wants.
He's basking in the glory of a fight the fought. Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime, wedding bells will celebrate a happy wedding time. Wedding bells will celebrate a happy wedding.
Minister, you may begin. Oh no, I forgot the minister! I don't have his joy! Who the hell are you?
I'm Trix, the aviatrix, queen of the sky. To Rio I was wending when my engine needed mending. I'll fix my navigatrix, and then I'll fly and let you leftwards tie the knot. So sorry to crash the party, folks, but I'll have this fixed up in 2 shakes, and then off to Rio for Carnival.
Like the captain of a ship can perform a marriage.
Yes!
And a pilot is comparable to a captain.
Yes!
And an airplane is a kind of jeep! A jeep of the air? Some might call it an air jeep.
Oh, shit!
Yes!
Wait, Trix, I got it. You can marry them on the plane, and then we'll all have the honeymoon in Rio.
A bride and groom in a chapel may bring a tear to the eye, but what a thrill when lovebirds trill I do in the sky. When vows are said in a meadow, but
the wiring. Just stay concentrated. Just keep the show alive in your minds. Don't talk to anyone. Don't let yourselves be distracted. I'll find the fuse box.
It's the super.
Oh, God. Everyone.
Hi.
Hello?
Your lights are out.
Yes.
Yeah, so we had to shut the power off because we're replacing the breaker panel in the basement.
Yes.
So we replaced it, but when we turned the power off, all the wires in the apartment stripped.
Yes.
So I gotta replace your breaker.
Now what?
That'll take a minute.
All right.
Because I tried calling you earlier, but there was no answer.
Huh. I've been having trouble with the phone.
What was that?
It was just a record.
What kind of music was that?
It's music from a show, you know, like a musical.
You like musicals?
No.
I love musicals! I go with the wife all the time. It's incredible what they can do on stage nowadays. Did you see Miss Saigon? They landed a helicopter on stage in that one. Yeah, I've seen them all. Cats, Les Mis, Saturday Night Fever. I did like the movie better.
Yeah, well, okay. Goodbye. Well, that's it. It's ruined. One note away from the end of the show, and the mood is broken. I should just start the record again from the beginning, should I? No, I can't do that, can I? Oh, no, it's so frustrating. You have to understand, I love the show so much, and I've never even seen it. My mother gave me that record. This was shortly before my father left us. Oh, he didn't leave because of the record, although I'm sure it didn't help matters. Look, I know it's not a perfect show. The spit take scene is lame, the bunny motif is labored, but none of that matters. It does what a show's supposed to do. It takes you to another world, and it gives you a little tune to carry with in your head, you know? A little something for when you want to escape the dreary horrors of the real world. A little something for when you're feeling blue, you know? As we stumble along on life's humble journey, as we stumble along into the blue, we look here and we look there, seeking answers anywhere, never sure of where to turn or what an accident waiting to happen. We mumble our way.
I wanna sing tunes
through life's crazy land.
The bells will ring where the bells will chime.
Toledo surprise. Run, you're right from wrong.
And the best that he can do is hope a bluebird.
We'll sing his song
As we stumble
along.
Still we rumble our way through life's crazy labyrinth. Where we go.
its song as we stumble along, as we stumble, fumble, fumble, crumble, as we stumble along. Good night, everybody.